that he has given each and every one of us is something that we're all going to hold for the rest of our lives. That's one thing about not just the sport, but the community itself. It's all intertwined. It's all a family, if not an extended family at best. Everybody handles grief differently, but there's always going to be a missing spot, and we're all going to feel it. I know there's a lot of other people that want to say something, but JD,
I can't remember exactly when Luke started training with me, but he was with me from the beginning, and I'm going to share a fond memory of Luke, and there's many with Luke. He was always smiling, a little evil grin, but always in a nice manner. He was always coming at you 100%, no matter what. And but he was always nice. And if he was, hurt you, he'd always apologize. But I remember one time I was at the gym. I just got out of the shower. And hey, Manali, can you hear me? My love. And I just got out of the shower, and my stepdaughter walked in with a bunch of hooligans. Okay? And my then at the time, my ex-wife said, this guy's he's want to fight. What do you mean he wants to fight? He wants to straight up fight. Okay, sign a waiver. Old school. Shebaro knows you. Have him sign a waiver. Make sure he's over 18. And he did. He's 19 years old. And, tradition is, fight one of my seniors, Well, the senior that was there was Luke. And Luke's very skilled in Muay Thai. I didn't even know that story about Luke and you and Thailand. But that's awesome. But Luke was very good at Muay Thai kickboxing. He's also done some stick, right, Chad? Yes, sir. Stick and knife fight. So we have similar backgrounds, similar interests, and he's trained with me, and Luke's got his black belt from me. Competed with us, when I was on the Alliance team, in many tournaments. I did very well, but that one night, that one kid came in, I heard he was a bully in Plano. And he just went to a martial arts school caddy corner from my academy. And I guess wrecked house over there. So came in, signed a waiver, and started talking shit about 5 or 6 of his friends. And Luke was there. And he was my senior at the time, And I was like, hey, Luke, glove up. All right, coach. And he looked at me like, what? What are you talking about? I said, glove up. All right. Gloves up. Luke's confident. I'm very confident with Luke's Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, his MMA. He's got solid MMA. And I knew Luke was going to destroy him. He's just playing with him. But I wanted Luke to hurt this kid. This kid come in with an attitude, and he goes across the street, starts trouble at another school, comes into my academy with one of my stepdaughters. And I found out the story later that she welcomed him because he was a troublemaker, and she knew I was going to teach his ass a lesson. So, and that's what happened. Except Luke was the first lesson. Luke kicked the crap out of his legs, man. And it was in a nice way. He wasn't being mean, He honestly was not being mean, but in Muay Thai, that still hurts. And then Luke caught him in an armbar. And I noticed this kid had scars all the way down his arm. It looks like he got caught in a fire or burnt, so I assume he had nerve damage. He wasn't tapping. And I told Luke back in the day, break it. Break it. I'm sure some of you old school guys remember saying that. You don't tap, break it. The referee's right there, that's up to them. They signed a waiver. And Luke loved the guy. Listen. He did it. And he showed me something that day that I wish I had in me. Is control his anger and temper. And he really impressed me that day. And I'll never forget that day. He kicked the kid's ass pretty good. And out of respect, didn't hurt him. Respectfully. He knew he could have, even at my request. And then the kid was dumb enough to say, I asked the kid if he wants to go again with Luke, and the kid said, no way. And this was like, I don't know, it was a 3-minute match. I remember going amateur 3 minutes and something like that. And he decided he didn't want no part of Luke anymore. Then he said he wanted part of me, and I asked him, you want to go MMA or Jiu-Jitsu? And then his few of the students that was there, he said Jiu-Jitsu, and all my students were like, oh, he's so lucky he didn't go MMA. So that's my fondest memory of Luke, and I have so many more. When I heard about the news, I couldn't believe it. I'm so sorry. Of course you did too. Thanks, Seth.
You know this is going to be terrible. I cried at my wedding, so you know I'm going to cry now. We all Luke binded together through Jiu-Jitsu. But Luke is my little brother. I've known him since '94, when we used to hang out with his older brother. And then the little guy kept tagging along. And I don't know why, because we haze the guy so terribly. But that's what you do with the little guy, right? And that's the thing, he's the little guy. But the irony is that at the time, he was already doing martial arts and MMA. He'd have kicked the crap out of me. So that couldn't be allowed. So obviously we all started training together, inspired by the UFC. And, all my best memories, he's one of the first people I would share them with. He was a groomsman at my wedding. It's hard for me now not to see things and be reminded of him, because he was a part of really everything. We used to grow up, we grew up in Plano, and all of us lived pretty close together, and we were just basically locusts. We'd go to my mom. We'd go to Luke's parents' house and eat all their food. We'd go to my house and eat all our food, and then go to Jason's and Greg's and so forth. And that was basically the pattern. Didn't get in a whole lot of trouble, because most of our spare time was sports or, martial arts. We came up old school. Been doing it a while. I should be a lot better. But the irony is that one of the best men I've ever known, I've probably punched harder than ever before, and he's punched the crap out of me. You talk about holding the temper. I know he's not held it on me a few times, I'll tell you that. But the one thing about him is that for his quiet demeanor, he is one of the most caring person I've ever known. And there's a really massive hole in my heart right now for this. But I think it's so awesome how many people are here that I support him. It lets you know how great of a man he really was. And, he would be a badass to die on a volcano, though. I mean, that's a neat thing to point out. Anyway, I'll ramble on if you want to know more stories. But, I think this is really awesome how you guys are reaching out. And it's touching to see how many people that really care for him. And so thank you guys for coming out and supporting and helping out Manali and the kiddos. And, tell them Uncle Chad says hi. And we'll see you soon. And we love you all.
Thank you.
Okay? Love you.
Milan wants to say hi real quick.
Hey, Millie. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Miss you, bud. I know. I miss you too. I'll see you in December, okay? We'll see you soon, all right? All right. Love you, buddy. Thanks, guys.
And have a bow for Luke. So again, appreciate you guys. We've got lots of food in there. We're gonna be rolling for another, I don't know, until about 1 o'clock. So please enjoy each other, get some rolls in and have some food. Thank you guys.